Nathan Crippes, Public Affairs Supervising Attorney, Disability Law Center.
The United States Department of Justice sent a letter to the state of Utah basically said that Utah was violating the Americans with Disabilities Act. People with disabilities have the right to receive services and do things and live in integrated settings. What the Department of Justice found was that currently the way the state is operating its system, or for people with intellectual disabilities who want to work, that they were essentially being forced into segregated settings. So I think where we agree with the DOJ that there are problems within the system that are violations of the law. That ultimately the state has an obligation to make sure that people with disabilities are in integrated settings, are able to work where they want to work and work with the people they want to work with.
Drake Becker, intern at IDRPP.
Why do you think that is?
And I think part of the big problem we see is that the states are really starting with the premise that people with intellectual disabilities can't work. And another part of the problem that the DOJ found was that the state has a very, very long waiting list for services for a lot of people with intellectual developmental disabilities. I think the list is approaching 5,000 or so. It's pretty long, waiting, upwards of 20, 25 years to get into services. And so they're forced into jobs that maybe don't exist elsewhere in the kind of the work spectrum, like shredding paper by hand or tearing pages out of books or popping plastic out of things. You don't really see these jobs across a lot of places, right? They're just jobs that we tend to kind of put in these settings of sometimes sub-minimum wage, where people are paid even less than what minimum wage is because they have a disability, cents on the dollar sometimes.